What is up, team? Fraser here, and welcome to my third episode of my Planet Coaster Let's Play series. This is the second part of Creature Awakens that we're playing through. The first part will be linked in the description below. If you haven't seen that, I highly recommend you go and check it out. It just showcases everything that we've built in the park up to this point. So before, we only really had a pathway and one ride at the start of this scenario, Creature Awakens, but I've built up the park, I've built up this walkway and put in another few rides and built up a roller coaster in the last episode. So if you haven't seen that, highly recommend you go and check that out. And then in this episode, I'm planning on further developing the park out this way, out over past this roller coaster here, and just filling in some of this area here, just so we've got at least one segment of the park that is somewhat complete. I won't bother showcasing what we've done already, because as I said, it's already in the last part of the first part of this Creature Awakens playthrough, so go check that out if you haven't. In the meantime, team, I'm going to start having a think about how we're going to build this up, and I will cut back to the video very shortly when I've got some kind of idea of what we're going to do. Well, team, after fiddling about with building a few things, I've only managed to get the paths up to the top here, and what I have done is put in a little bit more of a pirate village down here. So it's nothing fancy, it's just because I really liked what I did over here with this house and the paths. And the fact that people could come in and sit down and have a little bit of their food and stuff from the food stalls over here. So I've kind of just done a bit more of that. As you can see, I put a bone archway here, a little bit of this rope fence, a bit of scenery. And it comes through, you walk along here, and there are a couple of pirate houses. And yeah, it's just a cool little walkthrough area for guests if they want to come through here. The only thing is, since I've built it, the path's been in here for quite a while, and no one's actually come through. And I assume that's because I don't have any shops or facilities or rides or anything down here to actually pull the foot traffic through. Which is a little bit of a shame, but I guess that's just the way the game goes. I still think it looks cool from a perspective of I want the park to look nice, and it's cool for that immersion. And I really like the fact that, as you just saw, the roller coaster shoots along here and comes around here right past this pirate house. So I could even deck it out and put a few pirate figures along here, so when the coaster comes past, you know, they shoot their guns, or I don't know, just something to think about. I think all of this looks very cool though, very cool. In terms of what I had planned up over here, what I wanted to do is have almost like a redcoat base, something like a castle up here, but I mean, there's not a whole lot of scenery that I've got unlocked at the minute to be able to do that. You know, I think it would have been cool to build up castle walls and such, but it's just not. I just don't think I have the parts yet, even in the art shapes. I don't really have a whole lot unlocked. I've only really just unlocked these ones here. So yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult for me to do that, so I may actually come back to do that later once we see what else we get unlocked. In the meantime, what I think could be quite good to do is focus on, as I said in the first video, this is kind of my idea of where the center of the park is going to be. You know, Creature Awakens, that's the creature, that's where we want the center of the park to be. So I might start building off the park off into this direction and off in this direction as well. And we'll get another couple of roller coasters built, I think. And yeah, we'll just see where that takes us. Right, Tim, I've just built a little path away from the main central area of the park. I've chucked in a whirly rig. Oh, hang on. What's this called? Rocktopus, not a whirly rig. The whirly rig's over here. I chucked in a Rocktopus just briefly, just to get more families over this way. And I think what I'm going to do now is get a log flume and put it up here somewhere. So it's going to run kind of in this area of the park. Not a huge log flume, just a little one, and just something to again pull more of the foot traffic from the entrance over to this side of the park, as well as keeping it over here. But we just want to grow the park in this direction as well, because this one's starting to look quite filled out, bar this area up here now. So we'll get a log flume up here, and I'll cut the video to when I've started putting it down and such. Alright, I've built the path up and I've placed the starting location of the log flume, so we're going to go right ahead and start editing this. And the first thing we're going to do is, oh, not that. We'll get a conveyor belt lift hill start. Let's get that ticking along. Okay, I've never actually built one of these before, so I'm not too sure if this is going to be too much of a drop or not. Because I mean, yeah, that might actually be quite high. Yeah, I might take that back a bit, team. Just because of the way that you couldn't drop the ride too far, that implies to me that it's not actually meant to be a huge ordeal in terms of the drop and such. So look, that's as far down as it drops. So you can either make it go up that teeny bit or drop it down just a little bit. It's not meant to be a fast ride, so you don't need a lot of height to get that initial momentum going. Actually, I've changed my mind, team. I'm going to make it high. Disregard everything I just said about how this is going to be a gentle ride. It's still going to be gentle, but I want to make it a bit longer than what I initially thought it was going to be. So we'll make it go high. Alright, team, I finished the log flume. It's just a little up-down sort of ordeal. Much like many rides in the park. Let us test this. Let's have a look. Oh, ride cam would be great if we actually started the test. Excellent. Most of our figures were in the green initially there. The excitement's starting to drop. So is the fear. But it's a log flume. Like, how exciting can it be? This is fine for the minute. Let's just see how it gets when we hit the drop. Here we go. Nice view of the park over there. That's cool. Let's have a look at this. What's going to happen here? The excitement shot up. Fear got a little bit high, but that's alright. That's alright. Now the rest of it I assume is going to be pretty meh. In terms of excitement and fear. Yeah, it's nothing too riveting, is it? Oh, this might pick up a little bit. Just this little drop here. It went down. What the hell? La 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 la. La 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 la. This is going to be a relaxing ride for the families and the adults who don't like the intense rides, I think. 4.5, 3.4. Okay, we can stop the test now. 4.5, 3.4, 2.12. That, in all honesty, I think is okay. The only thing I may want to do is perhaps extend this a little bit, which I think I might do right now. Just get a quick queue in here. I'm going to make this queue quite long, I think. I just expect the popularity of this to be quite high. There we go. Let's open it up, and initially, let's get that ticket price up. $12. $12 is good for a nice little family ride slash low thrill seeker ride. Yeah, this isn't that intense. It goes up, drops down into a splash, and then lazily just drifts down back into the center. That'd be quite a fun ride. Oh, the only thing... Uh-oh, might have to shut it again, because... what we want... number of cars, here we go. Oh, now we've got to run the test again. Oh, silly me. Okay, here, 4 cars. Start the test with that. Because then we can really load it up. Really get that money going. So, 1 splash, cool. 2 splash, yay. 3 splash. 4 splash. 1 back, 2 back, 3 back, 4. Easy. Done. Now we'll open that up. Test is done. Sweet. That's going to pull a bit more foot traffic over this side of the park. Oh, it already is. Here we go. Look, there's some people already wanting to get on it. Excellent. I think the last thing we'll do for this video, team, is I'll just get a little bit more scenery around this part of the park. Just make it look a little bit nicer. And then we'll tie it off there, I think. Alright, team. I've finished off placing a little bit of scenery in this area, but I've really only just scratched the surface. All I've done is put in a first aid center here, another toilet block here, food over here, and a Cosmic Cow drinks shack over here. And I've added a little bit of scenery, just this pirate band over here, just to make the queue a little bit more entertaining so they can hear the music and such. Wow, that bin is very full. What are the janitors up to? That's the other issue that I've had in this area, is that the bins, because the path is so sloped, it's difficult to put bins anywhere. So I can't put any... I managed to stick one there randomly for whatever reason. But I can't get them directly outside of the food shops, and as a result, a lot of rubbish is starting to pile up just along this path here. But I managed to get some down the bottom end of the hill as well. But as you can see, they're filling up, because they're one of the few bins in the area, so the janitors really need to get over into this area. Speaking of staff, one of the last things I'll do this episode is hire another mechanic, because we're starting to get a few more rides. and that is also one of the objectives, to get the silver star for Creature Awakens. Okay, we'll accept that. I just want to have a brief look and see what the last star is. Hire 2 entertainers and attract 1,000 guests. So we've already, all I can do is put down 2 entertainers and we've already got the gold stars for this. So I'm going to go right ahead and do that right now. We'll get a Captain Lockjaw right in the center of the park. And we will get a... Oh, let's just... I'm just going to get a second Captain Lockjaw. There can be two of them wandering around the place. And we've got the gold star already. Hard objectives completed, and they were not even hard, just for doing what I've done already. I don't really feel like I've done too much to build the park up, in all honesty, so I'm going to keep chipping on with these videos in terms of the Creature Awakens scenario, just to make the park look amazing. I think this part of the park is already looking pretty cool. I'm still quite upset about the fact that no one's going to walk through here, because I think it looks quite cool. I think what I've done here is quite cool. But, you know, that's just the way the game mechanics work, and nobody, it's just a fact, no one's going to come down here. There's nothing to pull anybody down this way, because obviously guests aren't really drawn into things that look nice. I mean, it makes them happier when they're queuing and such, but they're not going to go out of their way to go to a nicely decorated part of the park, as far as I'm aware anyway, and that area over there would support that. In terms of the rest of the scenery that I put over here, all I've done is just put a whole line of shrubbery in here, separated by these, what are these called? Just rope fences. I don't know, I can't seem to select them. There we go, rope fence. Separated it with the rope fence, and I put a little pirate camp under here as well, just under the log flume, just having a wee skirmish with God knows what. So I'm pretty happy with the park. One thing we'll do, I just want to see what the profits are like this. Last month's profit, 957, open 17 minutes. So this log flume is making a bit of money, and I'm quite happy with it, in all honesty. If you liked this video, team, don't hesitate to like and subscribe to my channel, Scrub Plays, for more gaming content, a whole lot more Planet Coaster, and a range of other games. Just check out my channel if you're interested. Smash the like, smash the subscribe button. Cheers, team. Have a good one.